Hark! The tea bell has arrived. Welcome to Hark! 'Tis the tea bell. I am your resident tea bell, Miss See You Later. Buckle up, buttercups. You are in for such a grand ride as we discuss everything from movies and actors to books and authors and everything in between. I am so excited you joined me today. I can't wait for you to join a great new community of friends who support each other as we all thrive and grow through the obstacles life throws at us. Honestly, I can't wait to create this community if I'm being honest. And maybe live vicariously through others at times. Now, I know we're taught that God, or whomever you pray to, won't give us more than we can handle. But the truth is that we are never meant to handle such things alone. We are given help through various means as we battle the unthinkable. This is in the form of great friends, co-workers, family, just somebody in your life who is wonderful. Now, I understand, so please don't come after me. Everybody has a different religion. And I am cool with that, so whomever you talk to, pray to, you do it. But they never give us more than we are supposed to handle on our own. They give us wonderful companions in our life, be it human or animal, to get through those things, okay? Now, something I've heard that was really great, and I just felt like it was worth a share. I don't rise from the ashes. I am the fire who make them. Now, granted, that was about an Aries, and I am a true to form Aries, but I feel like this could apply to more than just Aries people. So, it's not just an Aries or whatnot, it's someone who does not take, how do I put this? It doesn't take, you don't take failure and an ending to mean life is over. You take it and as a challenge and you do better. So to those people, welcome. So today I wanted to introduce you to myself and my podcast. So besides being an Aries, I am a boy fur mom. Now I know we all have our opinions on this, so we're not going to be mean to each other, but I do have 4 boys and they are some great obsessive, loving individual animals. I love them. And they love me. Sometimes they get a little too lovey dovey, making me sit when I can't yet. You know the deal. Besides that, you know, I giggle because when I asked for a boy who was obsessed with me and loved me unconditionally, never specified. But in all honesty, I am grateful, beyond grateful, this comes in the form of my fur babies. I love cooking shows, serious and fun. You learn something from all of them. And well, as we get through the podcast, you'll learn a lot about me. So that's just a basic breakdown. So we're going to get into the podcast breakdown. So I want you to imagine that you're sitting down with friends who can talk about any and everything, okay? This is the point of my podcast. And I want to hear from you. So by doing that, or by choosing to reach out, you can email me at harktisthetbell@gmail.com. I will go ahead and share that in the show notes because, make life a little easier, right, guys? So, a few fun segments that I want to go with as we grow is we're going to do this or that. What if? Petty corner. Am I the a-hole? Small business of the week, and a tea time fact. Alright, so we already know what this and that means. It's just making a choice between one item or thing versus another. So, for instance, I'm going to go ahead and do some for myself. Pepsi or Coke products. I'm going to go with Pepsi, guys. Mountain Dew is my kryptonite. Fran or CC. Now, for my nanny fans, the nanny, you're going to have an opinion. And baby, I am praying. Sweet or salty? I'm gonna go with sweet. Just being honest. Introvert or extrovert? Introvert. Passenger or driver? I'm gonna be the driver. Thank you very much. Rain or snow? Rain. I hate snow with a passion. Would you rather be too hot or too cold? And y'all, I can always add blankets, so let me be too cold. You can't take off your skin. Just saying. Cooking or baking? I'll go with baking. Cooking is experimental for me until I find something I'm good at. A bad haircut or a bad dye job? Go with bad haircut, because hair grows. A book or a movie? I'm going to go with book. The book has so many more details and is true to form. Movies are great, but directors, everybody involved with those can take creative licenses that the book does not have, i.e. Bridgerton. But I love Bridgerton, just saying. Successful blind date with a crush or a blind date fail with a celebrity crush? See, this is kind of hard because part of me wants to say, blind date fail, but I don't want to have to deal with the fallout of looking at one of my celebrity crushes in that kind of light. So, give me that successful blind date with my crush because that would just be an interesting, thing to see. Bright colors or neutrals? Y'all, I'm a bright girl kind of girl. Picture Lisa Frank. Physical planners or digital planners? I want my physical because I'm going to tell you right now, give me my pens, give me my stickers, give me my sticky notes. I'm here for it. Darcy or Wickham? Okay, Pride and Prejudice fans, I know you hear this. I know you do. When I tell you, most of you are probably going to pick the one I pick. And if you don't, please tell me the reasoning for picking Wickham. But my choice is Darcy. And I don't care. Colin Firth, 1995 version, amazing. 2005 version, Matthew, I'll take him, but Colin Firth is number one. But I'd love to meet them both if y'all are listening to this. All right, so what if? We're going to pose a question that kind of makes you think. And it's not like an essay question where you have to write out everything you're thinking. Just kind of a get your trigger thinking. So, what if you were given a chance to travel back in time and give one warning to any individual? Would you? And if so, who would it be and what would you say? So, something that comes to mind before I even can get into answering this is that it reminds me of the butterfly effect. Sorry, the butterfly effect. And basically, the butterfly effect is where you can change one little thing, but it makes astronomical changes that would have never occurred had you not. So that being the case, I wouldn't take the chance. Now, I wouldn't say that my life has been easy, but I would say that I am at a really good place with wonderful people who have helped me complete 3 of my big goals for this year so far. And no, they didn't actually help me with the goal itself, achieving it or doing it. Their support and love and care really helps me continue. And them allowing me to continuously talk about it, and they know who they are, and they know exactly what I'm talking about. I knew that I had to tell them, and I had to make sure I told enough people that I would do it. And I did. Now, you're going to say, well, wow, it's only June. It is only June. And I have completed the third of my 3 big goals this year. And the third one was this podcast. And I am extremely grateful to the things that happened, if only for the fact that I am where I am. everything happens for a reason. And I know sometimes we say that as a, well, just to say, to basically we get over it. But it's true, because if one thing doesn't happen, then something else doesn't happen, and maybe we don't end up where we need to be. And right now I'm happy where I am. And I would love to hear your thoughts on that. So to repeat, what if you were given a chance to travel back in time and give one warning to any individual? Would you? And if so, who would it be and what would you say? Okay. So, Petty Corner. Petty Corner is a really, really simple but fun segment. And I'll tell you why. I want to hear your petty stories. Now look, I don't have the funds for legal issues. So please don't tell me something that is against the law. I really don't want to put anybody in a particular issue or predicament, if that makes sense. But that being said, let me know what's the petty thing you did, and who did you do it to? Now, if you don't mind, maybe fake names would be nice, or initials, or like pretend it's Reddit, and you just don't want your person knowing. But petty corner, can't wait to hear from you guys. Okay, am I the a-hole? Now, I don't know about anybody else, but that has become one of my guilty pleasures. And when I tell you guilty pleasures, I truly mean guilty pleasures. I love it. I love reading it because I had an instance this year where I had to ask if I was the a-hole. And the fact is that I wasn't. But at the same time, it's like they got me onto it. But I know you're gonna go on Reddit and you're gonna go, what is she talking about? Am I the a-hole? Yeah, don't worry. You'll figure it out. When you do, I can't wait because you're gonna love it. Um, so there's that. So we have a segment that we're going to be doing called Small Business of the Week. Okay? And Small Business of the Week is going to focus on a small business in, well, in perhaps, just a small business that is great to hear the recognition, or, anything like that. And this week, our small business is a food truck that is unfortunately moving to California after 3 years of being in the North Carolina area. And they serve some wonderful Asian food. And they have a variety. So, it's not even just like one type, they go all out. The owners are amazing. They are a well driven, very kind, fun family that take that chose to probably leave a 40-hour-a-week job to work probably 6-7 days a week. So if you're going to be if you're going to be in California, they might be opening again. I don't know, but you want to look for Some Things Cooking. They are amazing people. And finally, we're going to do a tea time fact. Now, you're going to say, what? Well, here's the thing. If you think about it, we're here for the tea, right? And every week you're going to get a different topic. It doesn't really have any kind of rhyme or reason. Just imagine hanging out with your friends. Probably something I do, right? A lot. And we talk about everything, and we jump like it's a marathon. Okay? But we're going to do our tea time fact today because you guys need to know a fact. So, according to Google's AI overview, tea is the second most consumed beverage in the world after water. Okay? Now, the cool thing is, globally, an estimated 3 billion cups of tea is consumed daily. They originate from the same plant. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but you can Google it. But they are able to create different flavors from it. The tea bag, a revolutionary invention, was introduced by accident. And legend says that the discovery of tea was accidental as well. Leaves fell from a wild tree into a pot of boiling water for an emperor, Shen Nong. Um, what else? It has historically been used as a form of currency in some cultures. It has health benefits, obviously. And honestly, it takes about 2,000 tiny leaves to make 1 pound of a finished tea. There are more than 1,500 types of teas in the world. And the very best comes from high elevations and is hand-picked. Which, truthfully, is kind of fun. I mean, I have learned how to make my own tea, my own chai tea, because I love Starbucks, but let's just admit it, not everybody has well, the budget for Starbucks every day. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't have the patience. Yes, I said it. I don't have the patience because truthfully, Starbucks is not close enough to me to be able to just go. So I figured it out. But that being said, maybe I'll share that recipe with you guys one day. Well, maybe you're nice to me because I think it's really good. I've had compliments on it. But anyways, my little tea bells, it has been great talking to you. I can't wait till next week's episode when we get into an actual topic besides introductions. So, Buttercups, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And I hope that you will email me to answer those questions. And I might even have a Facebook created by next episode. Huh. You'll just have to see, won't you? Well, I guess it's that time. Hark, the tea bell descends.